just going through, basically the debate. I want to share some little, just very short pieces just to give you a sense for those of, I know many of you didn't hear it, didn't see it. And the coverage in the corporate media has been abysmal. There's been virtually no coverage of the economic aspects of the debate, and very little coverage of the other aspects of the debate that might conflict with advertisers' interests. Speaking of advertisers' interests, by the way, 60 Minutes did this thing on Apple, and it was like, when I was a kid, actually, when I was in my 20s, 30s, and 40s, there was this saying that, it's going to be, in business, among business people, there was a saying that, it's going to be a bad day when you wake up in the morning and there's a 60 Minutes camera crew in your front lawn, right? Because 60 Minutes, those of you who are old enough to remember 60 Minutes in the 80s, before and the early 90s, before the Telecommunications Act was signed in 1996 by President Bill Clinton. Prior to that, 60 Minutes was doing investigative journalism. Since then, 60 Minutes has been doing fluff pieces, by and large, that promote companies that advertise on CBS. Which is obviously what this was. This was an ad for Apple. And at the end of it, they pointed out to Tim Cook that he's got something like $100 billion stashed offshore, and isn't there something wrong with that? And actually, let me get the exact quote, because I thought this was astonishing. This just blew my mind. He basically said, he said, he says it's total political crap. Tim Cook, of course, the CEO of Apple. And then he acknowledged that they keep billions of dollars outside U.S. borders, but said it's necessarily due to an antiquated and backwards tax code. He said it's awful for America. It should have been fixed many years ago. It's past time to get it done. Get what done? Let you bring the profits home and not pay taxes on them? To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.